Good morning. I'm going to go get my coffee. Thank you for indulging me. It is Monday. It is most assuredly Monday. November 30th, 2020. My name is Terry Morgan. We're here to practice Tai Chi. My focus this week is going to be on this inner connection, which is fundamental to Tai Chi. So I've talked about it repeatedly, and I'm just going to focus on it this week. This is the idea that the inside is connected to the outside, right? So your body is connected within itself, and then your breath is connected with the movement, and then your chi, your inner energy, is connected with the movement, and then your mind is connected with the movement. In order to do that, and the next step after that is to connect the intent with the movement. We're going to stop with the mind for today, with the idea that in order for all of these other things to happen and to be connected through the mind has to be open. We have to allow that to happen. We have to use that effort. We have to use not making effort, not doing something in order to achieve something else. So we have to use the ability to quiet the mind, to empty the mind, to say, I'm not going to worry about it today, right now, for the next 30 minutes. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, for the next 30 minutes, it just doesn't matter. Everything's quiet, it's calm, it's peaceful, and relaxed. In that state, the mind can be open to doing these other things and managing these other things that I'm talking about. So when the mind is open and the body's well coordinated, it's easy to direct the breath using the mind through the body. Together with the breath goes the chi. And in Tai Chi terms, this is the kind of thing that we call Fa Chi or Fa Jing, expressing energy. If you're not connected, you can't do it. It doesn't happen. And so each stage, each level of connection matters. We want to pay attention to that just a little bit more this week. Okay, so let's get started with our stretches. I'm going to move my chair over here. And I'm going to start out facing this way today. Also, during our stretches, pay attention to this idea that I've called out repeatedly of the circle. That everything follows a circle. The pattern that we're using as we go out, as we come in, should be a circular pattern. It's easier to see that if I'm standing this direction. So here we go. Feet about shoulder width apart. Hands at your sides. Relax the shoulders, let go any tension. I'm looking at the camera and thinking that there's more light on the other side. I probably should face the other way. But there's going to be light on this side because there's a window over here in a minute. Alright, and hand circle to the front. And circle around to both sides. Up along the center line. Bend the knees. Stretch up. Reach out. And that circle. Follow the circle. Continue the circle as you come up. Pay attention to the extent of your movement, so that if your movement is smaller, and I'm going to stop here and come in, it still maintains that circle. That it doesn't stop at some place and become square. Two more. Last time. Come up. Inward circle. Release any tension that you have. Hips a little tense, your knees a little tense, shoulders, whatever, let go of it. You don't want it. Why keep it? Just let it go. Follow the circle. The mind should be focused on keeping the circle smooth and continuous. Two more. Last time. Pay attention to the circle. Smooth and continuous. There's no part that's faster, there's no part that's slower. It all moves as one. Come to center. And stand straight. I'm going to talk about that for just a second, because that is my focus for this week, is this idea of connection. When we move, Taiji form, stretches, whatever we're doing, when we move, the tension, any tension in the body can affect how we move. It can stop us from moving. It can stop us from moving in the correct manner. It can create an odd imbalance. Get rid of it. We don't want it. Let go of it. Tension, go away. I don't want that. Okay? It sounds easy, It's not. Once you get to the point where you can do it, it's extremely easy. Okay? So letting go of tension in the body gives us the ability to move as we choose, not as that tension requires us to move. All right? So in the circle, letting go of that tension, letting go of any stuff. Just, it's a circle. That's all there is. It's a circle. It's a very simple concept, and it works extremely well in helping to clear the mind and determine the pattern of movement that is also extremely simple. It's a circle. That's all it is. It's a circle. There's no shift here, turn there, go here. There's none of it. It's a circle. This gives us the opportunity to work to more depth because there's none of the extra junk that's there. It's simple. It's very simple. And that makes it difficult. That simplicity makes it difficult. All right. Left side, right side. Again, simple. I gotta adjust the camera. Sorry. It's Monday, y'all. It's Monday. It's definitely Monday. All right, now I got floor space. Hey, floor space, yay. All right, feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders. Bend the knees. Hand circle to the front. We're on the left side. No tension. Let it go. Follow the circle. Smooth and continuous. Relax the breath. Relax the mind. Focus on the circle. And center, turn to right. Keep the shoulders down, keep the back open. Follow the circle. One more. Reach out, bend the knees. And come up. Center. Elbows drop down. Wrists. Fingertips, hands return to your sides. And relax for a minute. I'm being chatty today. So I'm going to be chatty for just a minute, talk a little bit more about what we're doing here, and then we'll practice form. And we're going to apply what we're doing. This idea of all of these connections that we're trying to bring together. I've talked about this again. I've talked about this repeatedly. With the idea that we have layers. That we get one layer, and then we get another layer, and then we get another layer, and then we get another layer, and then we keep going. It's a very nice, multi-layered. Tai Chi is multi-layered. So the first step, the first layer, is what we see as the outward movement. Being able to do this or that movement. What's it take to do that movement? What's that require? What do we need to pay attention to in order to do this movement or that movement? The body has to be open. Has to be just on the physical level. Just on the physical level. The body has to be open. Okay? This is not open. Okay? I can't do really anything if I'm in this kind of a posture. Okay? It's a defensive posture and it's useful, but in an ordinary practice, no. Okay, so what's nice, open, relaxed, shoulders down, back is open, chest is not up and not sunken, right? Raise the back, sink the chest. It's not this. Cuts off your breathing down here, all right? It means don't stick your chest out. Alright? Don't do that. Body has to be able to do what you're asking it to do without holding tension and with sufficient strength to maintain the posture as you're doing it. It's a physical requirement. You got to be able to do that. You need to be able to move between postures. Another physical requirement. How do we move? Another physical requirement. And now we start layering in timing. When do we move? When does this movement start? When does this movement end? Talked about that a lot last week. Where does the breath come with the movement? How does breathing out, breathing in, how do I connect the breath so that I feel comfortable, right? So it's not uncomfortable to me. I don't feel like I'm holding my breath. How do I connect my breath with the movement and do that smoothly and following the circles? We start with these kind of exercises. It's simple. It's clear. There's no extra nothing added. It's very simple. And in my experience, the simple things are often the most valuable because they underpin everything else. If you don't have, for this, I will tell you, if you do not have these concepts, this idea of the circle, of using the breath, connecting the body, using the mind, using the intent, being able to express the chi, being able to execute the movements with full dexterity. If you don't have these things or are not working towards them, I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something else, right? You're doing something else. That's not what we're doing here. Right? These are fundamental for every Tai Chi system, and for I'm going to say for the other internal arts that I know of, fundamental. It's you aren't going to achieve the goal of having all of these abilities, all of these layers be connected, if you aren't able, if you aren't focused on becoming able to open your body, open your mind, and establish the connections. They're all there. So let's work on form a little bit. Again, I'm going to pay attention. Pay attention in the form to this idea, and I'm just right here for right now, this idea that we have a circle. I'm going to exaggerate the circle here. We have a circle, right? Here's a circle. And that each and every circle is smooth and continuous. The old follow the bouncing ball when you sing along, right? I'm dating myself, I know, but they're just, I freely own up to that, so no worries. All right, feet together, stand straight, pay attention to the connections, keep the circles, pull up through the crown of the head, breathe in, breathe out, relax, breathe in, salute, breathe out, breathe in, all the way down to the right, release the left, open, center, breathe out, breathe in, arms up. I just talked about that circle. It's there, and breathe out. Connect the movement, follow the circle. Turn. Step through. Ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Pull down. Press. Push. Turn. Single whip. Turn, and circle in, and circle up. Raise your hands. Turn, circle. White crane spreads its wings. Follow that circle. Brush knee. Step up, and strum the lute. Step through, brush knee, deflect downward, parry, and punch. Shift back, close the door. Turn. Crossing hands. Turn. Diagonal single whip. Diagonal brush knee, excuse me. We do have diagonal single whip, but not right here. Diagonal brush knee, roll back, press, shift back, and push. Turn. Both hands push out. Turn around. Fist under the elbow. Reach out. Step back. Push back the monkey. Hold the ball. Turn. Diagonal flying. Shift back. Raise your hands. Turn. White crane spreads its wings. Brush knee. Step up. Needle at sea bottom. Fan to the back. Turn. Hold fist. And chop. 1, 2, 3. Deflect downward. Parry. And punch. Shift back. Ward off left side. Step through. Ward off right side. Turn. Pull down. Press. Push. Turn. Single whip. Turn. Palms up. Bring the right foot parallel. Press down. Stand straight. Close the left and salute. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, we're going to do this again. First part with the idea of how could I, and I had to check, there's a noise over here I'm going to have to check on. We're going to take this with the idea of if I had a piece of string and I was pulling that string, I was carrying that string with me through the form, what would that look like? Okay, so no problem. The noise is just some rain. It's overcast, and so I needed to check. Some things you just want to check on. All right, so just the first part of the form. Think about this idea of the string and how you would be able to move through the form without breaking it. Don't break the string. Feet together. Stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Relax. Breathe. And breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Salute. Breathe out. Breathe in. All the way down to the right side. Release the left. Open. Breathe out. Don't break the string. Breathe in. Turn. Don't break the string. Big circles. Yang style with big circles. Don't break the string. Don't be too quick, don't be too slow. Continuous and smooth. Don't break the string. Let the breath Flow through each movement. Don't break the string. Smooth and continuous. Everything flows. Don't break the string. Shift back. Close the door. Don't break the string. Turn. Circle. Palms extend up. Press down along both sides. Stand straight. Pull the left in. Salute. It's harder than it looks, huh? It's harder than it looks. This idea of the string. This is the idea of pulling a thread of silk from a cocoon. If you pull too hard, it will snap. If you don't pull hard enough, it won't come out. We can try this with a piece of, any piece of cloth that you want to have. Raggedy old cloth on the edge. Take a piece, one thread from that raggedy old piece of cloth and try and pull that out. One thread. Just one. It's harder than it looks. Alright? So this is what we're working for. Alright? This is not I've been at this for a while. It's harder than it looks, trust me. The goal is to take this concept, this idea of pulling the string, of not letting it go for the entire form. That concept is also fundamental to all Tai Chi practice. This idea of smooth, continuous, flowing movement. It's fundamental for every Tai Chi system. The particulars, as I called out, the large, big circle, that's Yang style. And that's what this class has been working on, so that's what we're doing. Alright? So, Wu style, much smaller circle. Wudang style, also smaller circle. A little bit more complicated, some things. But the point is paying attention to the connections, paying attention to how the body moves in that circle. Okay? So the size of the circle, what we're doing, matters to the physical body movement. There's other things that matter as well. So in this case, we want a large circle. All of our circles should be larger. And those connections in between the movements should be simple, elegant, and sustained. And that sustain, that's that thread. If you've got tension in the body, you move too quickly, you're going to break the thread. There's practice for that. There's usefulness to that, but not for this particular practice. All right. So, Bajing, break that thread. All right. So we want right now. We're working to keep the thread connected, smooth and continuous movement, so that it's flowing and sustained. The strength that it takes to sustain that. It takes a particular type of strength to sustain slow and controlled movement. It does. That type of strength is fundamental to Tai Chi practice. All right? So, fundamentals this week, I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll practice some more on your own. Take the first 3 movements. One, 2, and turn. All right, 3. Just those 3. Take those 3. Go as slowly as you can. Okay? I tell stories about how slow you can go. All right, as slowly as you can without stopping. As you find yourself stopping, you're going to have to speed up a little bit. All right? Slow as you can. Squeeze every inch out of every circle on each one of those moves. 10 times. See you tomorrow. Thank you.